like it's okay for us to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
This is the actual print? Your actual name or your artist name?
Artist name or actual name, I don't know. You gotta keep in mind, this is a bunch of old white people that are like here during the day.
Sorry, dear mama.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
10. Oh shit, it's 11 now.
I know.
Man, time is moving fast.
Yeah.
11:04.
I've been
25.
I've been student teaching and like it's just been going by like so fast. It's just like I blink and it's just August to November now.
Yeah.
It's just like
Absolutely.
how did that even happen?
I'm sorry. Sorry, dear mama. I'm sorry for what I did.
In here with BHD.
What?
Ziggy 5.
Feel me?
Sorry, dear mama.
Let's get it.
I'm sorry
It's 3 or 4.
for what I did.
It's 4 today.
Cool, a little harder, a little too. And what I didn't do.
Let's go.
I'm sorry.
So before we get started, usually I have us talk, we introduce each other, we talk about the sort of things we've been doing.
Right.
Just the usual stuff.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you, of the songs that you had me do for the show, which ones do you want to do first?
The ones that I sent you.
Yeah, I've got all of them, I think.
I'm not even. Which ones did I send you exactly?
Sent me Citÿpusher, I'ma Be the Richest, No, and Pablo.
Let's do Citÿpusher, No. Then we can do I'ma Be the Richest, then Pablo.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this song off at the end and we're gonna do the introduction.
These headphones right here.
Yeah, you're gonna be on too. So you wanna be on the radio?
Hey man, it's whatever, bro. Yeah, for sure. Put it back, we're ready.
Let's do it.
I'll be the listener.
We got like, we got 1 minute left. Yeah, so basically I'm just gonna ask you like, what's your artist name? Like, how long have you been making music? Just like stuff like that. Are any of these songs
Release.
on, like, yeah.
Citÿpusher, I think. Citÿpusher and No are the only two released. Beckford's released. But yeah, out of the ones I sent,
Yeah.
that besides the ones you already had, those are released. Citÿpusher, No.
Okay.
So 2 out of the 4.
All right. Cool.
Do you want me to send you?
You can send me stuff for later, but
Right.
we're good.
Okay, good then.
I've got quite a bit of music, and we're mostly going to be like talking, especially since you just had the Afterlife event recently. Yeah. Honestly, that venue was really cool. Like, I
Awesome.
never even knew they had anything back there.
Yeah, it's crazy. We definitely have to dive into that.
All right. Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. We are in the studio.
Yo.
KOPN with the one and only Citÿpusher, LiT'L Poett.
How y'all doing today?
LiT'L Poett, if you could introduce yourself for the people.
How y'all doing? I'm LiT'L Poett. Born and raised in Columbia, Missouri. Out here just doing our thing with this music. Got Ziggy 5 with me in the building.
Yo, yeah.
Shout out BHD.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's your boy Ziggy 5, man. You already know what it is. We up here at KOPN. Tap in, man. Tap in.
Yeah, definitely tap in. Yeah, I think we've known each other for a while now. I know we met through I think he was going by Bummy at the moment, but Brian J.
Right.
And ended up doing like some songs together, which like, oh man, I still need to release that one.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, every time I send that to someone, they're like, yo, like that one guy, like they're talking about you. They're like, that guy like killed that track.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
You know, it definitely like just some backstory on that. You know, when you were mentioning Bummy, aka Brian J, frequent collaborator of mine, a great guy, makes crazy music. He definitely bridged the gap for a lot of different artists in Colombia as far as just mixing genres, different people meeting different people, type of thing. So whenever we met, it was like things called fire. Met other artists through you being a DJ, like Damo Damon, and he's also on that song, Intent.
Yeah. It was funny. That was probably like it's an open secret. I've been working on a Word Around Town album for a while now.
Right.
And like for that song, like I had a few other people in mind, and I was just like, oh well, they canceled. Like who else can I hit up? And you were like, yeah, let's do it. And I was like, okay, let's do it. And we just like went in and just ripped the beat apart. I wouldn't have had it go any other way.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That was great. But yeah, shout out to Brian J. I know he's out doing his thing. He's been doing some really experimental electronic music stuff lately, and like I've been digging it.
Right.
I think I saw him last at the show that you put on recently.
Right.
That was called like The Afterlife, right?
Right. So 2025 we've been trying to do bigger and better things, pushing the city itself, trying to get Columbia, Missouri recognized, put on the map. And so we put together a show, the Afterlife Party. It was October 24th, 2025. It was a blast. And as you mentioned, Brian, and he definitely is an experimental artist. He's definitely a more advanced artist. I think he's actually doing something like school or something with the music stuff. So he's definitely taking it more serious than just a hobby or something. And he got up there and he actually was using a beat pad and different things. And it doesn't knock any of the other artists who just, got up there and sang the lyrics, but it just goes to show you, like, this is different. This is advanced.
Yeah, I was actually, because Brian did a show with all of us up at LVX back when that was still a thing, and like I remember like when he was like setting it up, and like I was just like, this is gonna be really cool, but like you're also gonna have to like set this up somewhere else. And, like he's definitely come a long way with like doing his live sets, and I really like where he's going in that with that sound because it's very interesting.
Right.
Yeah, we also had Wasabi was on the bill too. Shout out to Wasabi. Wasabi does some fun music.
Man, definitely, absolutely. What do you think, Ziggy?
No, Wasabi was fire. I fucked with the set, bro. He got some shit in the can, bro. Y'all gotta look out for real.
Absolutely.
There was a lot of talented artists on that show, man. I mean, I just hate to be one of the people who didn't make it, man. I mean, for real, like they're just gonna have to make it to the next one, bro. For real. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, like it was a really cool venue. Like I've never heard of the place before. What was it called again?
So we did it at Under the Gun Tattoo. It's right across the street from Hickman, kind of right. Moex. If you know Columbia, Moex is gonna be on that corner. You kind of pass what is that? Subway on, I forget what street is that. Business Loop. Yeah. So yeah, it's right off of the way, and we basically got it together, started pushing out flyers, actually, hustling, bustling things and getting things together, putting my foot on the ground. As far as putting people together on the list, I just thought of people in the city that I know are taking music serious and have put out great albums, great projects, are working with other artists, are active on their socials, and I definitely, when we put the bill together, I think that was definitely a contributing factor.
Yeah, it's something I've been saying for a while now. Like, if you want to be like a part of the music community out here, you actually like have to be out here.
Right.
Like, I know like sometimes people like wonder like, well, when are you gonna put me on? It's like, well, if I don't know you make music and I don't know if you're even doing this right now, like I don't know. Like, it's a community deal.
Exactly.
You gotta be going out, you gotta be talking with people because like you never know who you're gonna meet at these shows.
Absolutely.
Like, Echo was there.
Absolutely. Shout out DJ Echo. DJ Echo. Me and Ziggy, we've worked with him, and in our own setting, but also just in the group settings, and he's just a great he's a great mind to bounce ideas off of and things, and there was just immense talent at the show.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we had Wasabi. We had who else did we have? We had Young Zoe. We had TBG Zoe. We had V1 Trail. We had Ziggy 5 perform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel?
We had Bummy, Brian J. We had Quigs and Curbmouth. We had Damo Damon. So like I'm telling you, hit after hit, song after song.
There's a big variety too. Like all those artists that you named do like very different music.
Right, absolutely. And, you know, when you think about it, it just goes to show the versatility of the city. People think like, oh, Columbia might have just this one sound, or maybe they don't even know that it had more different genres than, you know, but that's the thing, that's the beauty about underground movement. Now, just to get things going, I think people just need to be more cohesive.
Yeah, and it's like, I've had people on the show from like all walks of life who like do all sorts of different kinds of music, whether it's like borderline like ambient alchemist type beats, or it's like, you know, rage, like turn up kind of stuff. It's like, it's all out here in Missouri. Which, like, I think is awesome. I think we have a really great scene right now, and I think, like, as things sort of, like, get back into the swing of it, because, like, COVID kind of ruined a lot of things for the live music scene in a lot of ways. When we get back into it, like, I think, like, it'll be a really good thing. I just wish that, like, some venues would take more chances with these young girls. Right. Because,
man,
like,
say that for real.
Yeah, it's hard.
I think it's a two-way street, because a lot of people that want to do this stuff, you come off as saying like, oh, you know, people don't want to mess with certain people. It's not necessarily that as much as it is you have to meet them where they are as far as coming in professional, putting on that show, having your stuff together before you even, you know, that can be a big advantage for yourself before you even approach anybody to do. Have your plan written out, put pen to pad, then you can really see, you know, brainstorm. And then take that plan into action.
Yeah, that's definitely something. I've actually like kicked around the idea of doing some like workshops for artists on like how do you book a show, how do you do this kind of stuff like professionally, because like nobody's really, that's like hard stuff to come by, like information wise. Like you have to either like have somebody tell you, because like if you just like ask somebody who's like coming in on the program, it's like, hey, I need you to fill out a W-9 and like do all this other stuff. Right. It's just like what are you even talking about? Exactly. I just want to do music, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like this business side of things is so.
And when you, like you just said, I just want to do music. That right there. So people have such a pure love for the music itself that they'll make it any type of way and any way that they can, and that's awesome. And whenever you start applying yourself and taking that music more serious is how your music starts to get better and things like. For myself, I was recording off of iPhone headphones and plugging them into my iPhone and recording music, and, and people would be like, oh, the song, it could be much better, the quality, I can't really and I'm thinking like, man, I'm saying something, I'm really talking on here, but it wouldn't be, I can't really be mad at them because I got to put my best foot forward as far as the quality, XYZ.
I think it's good to have a variety. I think, like, growing up, because, like, I'm a fair bit older than a lot of the other people that, like, I get on the show. It's just, like, I grew up listening to, like, Little B mixtapes in high school. It's, like, every month we would drop something new. And it's, like, those mixtapes were a lot different from those albums, because the mixtapes were recorded, like, on tour, in like, a hotel room. Like,
on the move.
But then you had the albums where, like, that was where all the polished tracks go. And I think it's important to have, like, a balance of both as an artist.
Right. What do you think about, like, how long a album should be nowadays? Because there's such a contrast between, like, underground artists, for example. They can get away with dropping an EP or album that might be 5 to 8 songs versus a mainstream artist.
Yeah.
They have maybe a bigger fan base to feed. Do you think that they'll drop, more songs on a project?
I'm getting asked the questions now. Oh no.
I'm just trying to pick your brain on that question.
Okay. I think the answer is it depends on the project. Like, I feel like some projects only need to be 4 tracks. Like, for real. I'm working on some projects that, like, I've got 2 tracks for, and I'm like, these sound perfect together. Why would I... If something else comes along the way and I make it a 3 or 4 tracker, that's cool, but like it's that. And I feel like it's the same way with albums. You get like 8 solid songs on there, like that's an album to me. Like once you start getting into like 22, 24, you're in like full on like either like mixtape or just like this is not like it. This might be an album, but like it's so big that it's like
it's
inconsistent. I like consistency.
Right.
I think. When you make an album, when you put it out, all the songs should fit together.
Okay. Yeah.
You have to have intention, for sure.
You have to have intent.
Sequencing, bro. Sequencing is a lost art for sure.
Yeah.
But then, like you said, like you gotta just, I don't know. It feels like today, artists are playing that numbers game as well.
It's a difficult balance.
Attention span is shorter.
For sure. Yeah. They'll throw 22 songs in a track because why not run my streaming numbers up, you know?
I can put 22 songs on a track if they're all a minute 56.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's how some artists think. But some artists would say, okay, let me chop this 22, 24 down to 12, 14, put out a concise project. Bada bing, bada boom. So you were saying you'd rather
then a deluxe.
artist go that route, and then a deluxe, yeah.
Then a
You can do the deluxe with the other 5.
Oh yeah, no, like
Come
people
on
do
now.
the deluxes now.
Yeah,
It's like
people,
1 year
love
later,
the deluxe.
Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Honestly, like sometimes when the deluxe
For sure.
tapes come out, like that's when I finally listen to it.
Right.
Sometimes I'm like,
That's
so
the
caught
whole
up.
project. You like, okay, what songs didn't make the first cut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only that,
That's
like,
where your throwaways come in too, though, you know?
Yeah.
But hey, I'm not gonna keep giving away the game for free, but you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Sometimes your throwaways be the ones that go hardest.
man. And then, like, you know, throwaway is just a kind of derogatory tone for a song because you just got something in the tuck that, you know, probably just didn't fit the exact vibe you was looking for said project, but still, quality song, like, you know.
It's
Yeah,
all
it's
a
quality.
process.
It's quality.
For sure.
Right.
Man.
Yeah.
And that's whenever you do your little, you know, do your little woo up the band, drop your little mixtape, you feel me? You know,
Right.
And then, I'm not gonna keep giving out the game for free. You know? I'm just saying, like,
You think you're giving out
ways to do
classes,
it, like,
giving
it's
out
ways to do it,
courses.
for real.
I gave out like so much
Man.
good game one time because
You
like
know?
my guest didn't show up, so I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna sit
You know
here,
what
I'm
I'm
gonna play some
That's
unreleased
crazy.
music. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna like talk about like what artists need to do to really
Right.
like, take it to
For
the
sure.
next level. And like I think that you know some
Whoever's
people
out there
find out.
listening, you know,
For sure.
you need to listen.
For sure.
But
that's
I
what.
think whoever's out here listening should listen to these 2 little Poet songs. that
Oh
we got.
yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we got
Let me hear him. I'm
Lil
trying to hear
Poet
some.
on all
Citÿpusher
platforms.
and
Play me some.
No-
Play me some. Let me hear some.
Let's go.
Hold on.
God day. Trying to get out of space, yeah. Right at your face. I am tired of charades. I'm on the Jersey Shore, yeah. And I am dodging grenades. I'm not how I can't breathe. At the end of the day, I just got what I need. Hey. She want that Louis V bag, I bought it. Grab a leaf, put in my lungs. Flip water and run out the faucet. I need a money cup. Live away, yeah, the rock star. Yeah, the Citÿpusher. Why? Yeah, I got the Citÿpusher. She want that Louis V bag, I bought it. Grab a leaf, put in my lungs. Flip water right out the faucet. I keep a money cup. Yeah, I keep a money cup. So if I make a move like Swayze, that's some dirty dancing. You can be my baby, but we gotta avoid the scandal. So if I make a move like Swayze, that's some dirty dancing. Lift you in the air like baby, make you feel romantic. I ain't in the road, yeah. My schedule I planned it. I got a team in there.
Just checking me.
Yeah.
Smoking that gas and berries. You love her. Her name's on the sheets. But it's how she covers. Deep down the cover. I ain't under your lover. Then I dubbed her. Yeah, she want the racks. Yeah, right in the back. She want the racks. Yeah, right in the back. I tell mommy that. She want the Louis V bag, I bought it.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell her no so much when I finally say yes, shit, click that. Here's probably Sprite so purple when I put swear to God, all I saw was fire. Sydney guns on her, they march and stop the violence. I tried to tell them thing, it's too hot to spin, they want a new body. Brazilian, with a Brazilian West.
I have to get some unreleased shit for real. Drop that motherfucker.
I damn near
So
fell
I'll go
out.
in it.
Staring at my, I was in the trap with Oxy.
You on the radio right now,
just
nigga?
shouting.
You on the radio right now, nigga? Turn my headphone up. Yeah, this nigga on the radio. What the fuck?
How many ounces? I become 6 state lines with 6 pounds.
Yeah.
Like the Berlin while my shirt is made from drums. I was trying to get some birds in. I know Pops like that one. Yeah. Sprite so purple.
raps to stop the violence. I try to tell the game this too hard to spin on anybody. Brazilian weapon. I bought me a right seat in a hotel. I damn near fell lobby.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, I like that one.
Yeah,
I like
sir.
that for sure, Poet. I like that for sure. I like that for sure, Poet. Yeah.
Those are out right now. Music videos out on my YouTube. Check them out. I got more videos on my YouTube. More videos coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. More visuals on the way. More visualizers. We're going hard.
Yeah, definitely. I was actually about to ask you about that. So like you got videos for both of those songs out?
Absolutely, absolutely. So both of those songs have music videos out right now on YouTube. On my YouTube page, it's promoted on my Instagram. It's in my bio. Such other important links are as well. You guys go to my can I say my handle on here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, my Instagram handle is punkasspoet _. So go follow me on Instagram, you know, and there you can find some very important links. You can find when I'm dropping some very important songs, some big dates coming up, you know. We're doing some big things on there.
Yeah, so we just heard Citÿpusher and No, and I kind of wanted to say, like, both of them are very different songs. Like,
Yeah.
Citÿpusher is kind of like on some, like, auto-tune kind of, like, vibe, and No is kind of like on some, like, Detroit kind of vibe.
more gritty,
Okay.
Yeah, I could definitely like hear it when I was like listening to them. Like, okay, so like, can you tell us a little bit about like when you made those songs? Like, what were you thinking when you were making those songs?
Yeah. So kind of like my process of making music, like I'm one of them artists where I gotta live a little bit,
Yeah.
you know. So when I live, then I can create, and then like experiences, a lot of those things can influence, or like what bro and I'm going through, and hear different things going on in the cities, different cities, influence the music and everything. But also just with the first song, Citÿpusher, like when I'm thinking about that, it's like more what I'm saying with the title Citÿpusher and my little, you know, swag with the name and everything. It's just more so saying I'm trying to make more eyes come to our city. There's so much talent here that it's like, bro, you need to be a Citÿpusher in your own right. Push your city where people start to pay attention to your city. Push your city to where people start to respect your city. To where people say, man, they got real talent there. Because it's like people don't, I wouldn't say they don't appreciate Columbia artists, but they almost don't know about them to the point where we gotta like get the message out there better for more artists. As many artists as are out there in Columbia, there's so many different waves of different people that it's like we need to get it to where people are more familiar with their local artists.
Facts.
That's well said. I think like with Columbia, it's very easy to dismiss it as like a college town, but I mean like people live here and we have our own like scenes and stuff like that going on. I'm like myself, like I've been trying to like make my own kind of sound, and like when I collaborate with people, I try to make it like so that it sounds like we're both like collaborating. And I feel like even though we don't really have like a regional sound, like say like Memphis or LA or something like that, there's still stuff going on here.
Absolutely. So like to the east and to the west of us, right? I think people look at St. Louis and Kansas City and they think like they make more like drill music or more like, you know, more gritty music, whereas like there's other artists out there too that just, you know, they get crowded into one genre. But when you dive deep into a city, you start to see oh, I didn't know this guy, and then this guy leads you to this guy, and you say, wow, who is this artist? And that's just how it happens. So hopefully somebody pays attention to me, and then it catches fire and goes on to the next person. Because again, Columbia is filled with talent, and like you mentioned about merging those sounds, people should hear that on our song Intent. You know, that beat is so sick. It's something that I probably wouldn't have picked out myself, but when I heard it, I was like, man, gotta hop on this.
Yeah, for real. We gotta do that one. I can't wait for that one to come out.
Ziggy 5 is on that. Damon's on that.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Yes, sir.
I've played it a few times. It's been recorded. It's like one of those songs. It's like I could put it out tomorrow, and it's
That's
like
a good one, bro.
I just want to like get like a few other songs because there are a few other songs for this album that are like really good. I actually just mailed one off to Varsity Gang, and they were like, oh my god, this is crazy.
That's
we're
awesome.
on this. So I'm trying to get a bunch of different people.
Right.
For sure. And that's one of the ones, bro, like we was just all in the studio that night. It's like, you know, whenever the process is fun, you can tell in the finished product, bro. Like we was all in the studio kicking it, know, doing our thing, we off the band, man. You can tell in the song, it's a fun song. I can't wait for that one to drop. I'm not gonna lie, I can't wait for that one to drop. Ooh,
no, it's great. Shout out to Tim for putting putting up with us for
Man.
just, jumping on this beat and being like, okay, we're punching in, we're punching in. We were just, it was chaotic. It was
Man.
Yeah, that was one of them nights. For sure.
Yeah. So definitely two very different songs from you. And these next two that you have coming up, are these ones that you've had released, or are they unreleased ones for a project?
These are unreleased. I don't know if they'll be for a project or if they just end up being singles. But I picked them because I feel like they show a little bit more of that versatility, like you said. And, I just want people to know that, like, whenever you go into an artist, I feel like artists nowadays have to almost have a bag. And by what I mean by that is, like, you got to be versatile. Like, they want you to almost be able to do almost everything. And what I envision for my fan base is that, if you want some pain music, I got that. If you want some turn up music, I got that. If you want some somber music, if you want some, I'm really branching out, testing my own self with different beats, different styles, different flows, just trying to encapsulate different things. So whenever people approach my page or my music, they start to see and say, man, this guy can almost do it all. One-stop shop.
It's kind of respectable. I mean, like, I remember, I think I was talking with Echo one time, and he was, like, talking about how he's, like, playing some, like, ambient beats, and, like, I think you and Ziggy were like, I want to hop on this.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah, we'll do anything, and I like that attitude. It's
Absolutely.
like, music can be really fun, it can be really experimental. Hip-hop is all about, like, sampling weird records. That
Absolutely.
Like, I don't know, I make a lot of weird stuff that I'm like, I can imagine somebody doing vocals on this, but sometimes I'm like, do I know who wants to hop on this or not, it's a very different thing. Like, some people want to do one sound and some people want to be, like, all over the place. Just depends on who you are, really.
Yeah.
For sure. You got to challenge yourself, man. It's about just trying new things, and pushing yourself and just trying new things and doing things that you wouldn't normally do. Sometimes that can just produce some you didn't even know you could bring out of yourself, like he said, man. And he the one-stop shop, man. Make sure you go listen to that little poet, man. He got whatever you need.
Yeah.
One-stop shop, you feel me?
I think you should really just have a vision for your discography as an artist. Like, whenever you're doing, like, people should see your vision whenever you're doing a single, a project, you're doing a merch line, whatever it is that you're doing, you put your energy towards. You want your full energy to be represented in that. So put the work in so that people can notice what you're doing.
Yeah, it's important to put quality at the forefront. That's kind of what I was getting at last time when you asked, like, what is an album, what is an EP? Like, it's if it's a quality package, it's fine. Like, I put a lot of intent into, like, a lot of my work. Like, I think about the art. I think about how I want this to be presented.
Right.
And I also think about, like, sort of, if it doesn't go as well as I want it to, like, you still have longevity. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
That's the thing. It's like, you got to think about your discography. It's like, you might drop a song and it goes okay. 5 years later, it gets sampled.
Absolutely.
Or, like, somebody finally finds it and it's like, oh, this is great. You never know what's going to happen.
And it's kind of like, I think people, not even necessarily old artists, because there's newer artists that have found the glitch with it as well. But social media, there's so many different ways that people promote their music. But, like, that TikTok machine is crazy, as how people can really take an old song and then they put a dance to it and then it just catches fire again. Next thing you know, that song is streaming like it was brand new again. It's like it's back in the charts or something, or it's like it hasn't received this much stream since whatever date that it was actually hot whenever it hit the charts. So it's pretty interesting stuff to see how people can market their music in different ways to still gain success, whether it be dropped 10 years ago or yesterday. You shouldn't give up on your project, your music anyway. Promote until you can't anymore.
Yeah, definitely. So, have you been dropping any projects recently, or do you have anything, like, coming up?
Yeah, I have some stuff coming up. I got a project called In Orbit that's been in the process. Got the cover art made and everything. It's sick, man. So really just putting the music together is what I'm, focusing on right now. What songs I want on there, how long I want it to be, my main focus with the album, and what I wanted to do, because it will be an album. So, it's gonna be my first album. So it'll be something that I'm really, really, hanging on to with like some real energy behind it. But whenever I release it and it's out to the world, I'm gonna be happy. So yeah.
That's good. It's good to be happy with like what you put out. Like I've been working on an album as well, and like a lot of the songs, like I've sent them to people, and they're like, this is like my favorite song you've ever written. And I'm just like, well, yeah, that's great, but like, you know, I've got like 8 more that I'm trying to put on this project, you know.
It's good to get
process,
that feedback, because like when I send some songs around to the guys and everything, and they'll get back to me and they're like, man, you know, this one goes, or oh, you know, you should try this on this, or just use your voice with this, you know, like certain things like that. Even is not always positive, or you could view it like that. Really, it's just that those critical things that you need to hear as an artist to grow, and you know, really take it to that next level.
Yeah, I was actually thinking the other day about how like sometimes it's like important to have like people like that don't just say yes to everything you do.
Right.
Like
the yes man.
It's important to have people that are like, you know, I like this song, but this is what you need to do to take it to the next level. That's like constructive.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying like be a hater and have people around that are just like, oh man, that song is trash. Like for sure. Sometimes you need to hear like this song is trash.
Right.
Sometimes I load up my projects and I'm like, what was I thinking?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, but you got to have people around you that are willing to be like, okay, like this is, you know, this is good, but like how can we make it great?
You know, that's the artist process too. Like you'll be making something, you'll have something behind it, and you'll be like, man, I wonder how that's going to sound in the morning. And whenever you go back on it, you're like, oh, I'm really pleased with that. Or you're like, oh yeah, you know, it's a part of the creative process though. It's really just like, you just get, you know, changing your vocals. You want to get on this beat. You want to change how you know, you approach the beat. It's certain things that can really help you grow as an artist, to where getting out of the box is like key, you know.
Yeah, and trying not to get trapped in the box.
Yeah.
Of like, oh man, I've got to make this one song really great.
Right.
Like, I've been trying to get out of that trap for a long time.
That, and the fact that like whenever you approach people and they say, oh, they hear that you make music, you know, they're like, oh, okay. And then they're like, what type of music do you make? And then if, you know, I don't introduce myself as a rapper. I am an artist, you know what I mean? I make all types of music. I've got EDM songs, I've got romance songs, I've got hard-hitting songs, I've got smooth, you know, it goes on. So, you know, whenever I introduce Lil Poet as myself, I am an artist, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's and like that can be a really big important step. I tell some of the people that I talk with all the time, like, you gotta wake up one day and be like, I'm an artist, I'm a musician,
right?
Like first and foremost, and like then you like live up to that,
right?
But you gotta manifest that in some sort of way, because if you go around being like, you know, I'm not an artist, or like I'm not doing this, then it's like, okay.
Right. You need to believe in yourself before anybody else can believe.
Yes.
You know.
For sure. Well, I think we should play some of these tracks.
I like that
I'm
idea.
a Realist and Pablo. Really excited for Pablo. That was probably my favorite of the ones.
Oh yeah, you like that, Pablo? That's unreleased. It's coming out soon.
Yeah. I'll be playing it on the program.
Oh yeah.
Let's hear some. Let's hear some. Turn me up.
Hey. Yeah.
I'ma be the richest kid, got flex like a chicken.
I can up the Uzi, make them run like Richie. Be so sturdy with the kids who trying to fit in.
Used to swear to BMW, go competition. I don't want no friends.
So I'm like, go Benzes. I can see the animosity through these Oakley lenses. I got heavy machinery on deck, some like Lindsay Reynolds. I can throw my ortho, but I'm in the mouth just like a dentist. I took short tits on stage, some like Jackson Jenner. Thought they from this planet. So I call Diana. But I drop for her in the phantom. I know he envy me, he see me up in the mirror. If you can get that last line, then you gotta think a little deeper. Think a little clearer. Think a little wiser. Niggas feel like sweat, try to do me bogus. Try to talk to her, thought I wouldn't notice. AK-47 in my back, I score like Phil Foden. I could up the Uzi, make him run like Rich did. He's a 40 with the kids are trying to feel him. I'm just with the beat, the people competition. So I might go Benzes. Through these ugly lenses. I got heavy machine on deck, some like Lindsay Reynolds. I don't know no ortho, but I'm in the mouth just like a demon. I took a short tip on stage, some like Jackson Jenner. You know she was on the Super Bowl? When Janet Jackson was on the Super Bowl.
Oh God.
Yeah. That was so controversial.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When Janet Jackson was on the Super Bowl with Justin Timberlake,
Yeah,
she had a wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah.
I'ma be the richest kid. Hey, check it. Hey. PABLO. Soon as it land, you know it's gone. I like all natty to look calm. Maybe you an actress on like your tongue. Give her crazy bum. I was off the walk, give her lazy bum. Are you crazy, bro? I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of shady, bro.
Huh?
I've been on pain songs. That's a pain song. I'm the one that you choose to hate on. I'm just the guy that you came on. She sucked me dry, left me like a raisin. Now you raise my son, like the bison. And we having good, like Verizon. Yeah. Shoot fighting gear high, we call her bro Mike Tyson. Watch the style you biting, because our life is too enticing. Yeah. Sure, you need alignment. I got bro cigar in the sack like a lineman.
Yeah.
The pack went flying.
I ain't talking tie-dye, these niggas really dying.
I ain't talking my guys.
My brothers riding, making money while I sleeping, I ain't even trying. Running plays like Andy Reid, touchdown, I'm fighting.
Hit the gas with stress relieving by pain, I'm reminded.
Hold on.
I'm lying, I'm flying. Playing games in the streets, you lacking, you dying.
Great things with the Alcatraz seats inside it.
Got no friends and it's better off that way, I'm silent. Every time I'm on my grind,
Devil worked the night shift.
every other day my city on some GTA. All the things
When I see fit,
back then I had the way.
made him seasick. Now I'm rocking wigs and I dream big.
Yeah.
You must need it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, roll up your sleeve. Yeah, I know a fiend when I see one. Yeah, I keep a bankroll, a mean one. Amoebas.
I was really in the field with hyenas. There's no days off, no hyenas.
Yeah.
724, how we play it.
I feel like Flash Gordon.
How I'm racing.
You might hear me on your radio.
Station. It's a flasher for treated like I'm Jason. I'm a hitter to the AM.
Man,
In the temple.
I got boots in the shoe that you
Yeah,
Yeah, we're back.
You
Yeah.
might hear a little poet on your radio
You might.
station.
Yeah, so yeah. You know, those are a couple songs, you know, just showing versatility, certain different beats that I'm trying to jump on, you know, different things, trying out different things this year.
What?
And you know, we got some more heat coming, some more unreleased stuff that is just crazy, man. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Boy, you got me in here turning up, boy. Goddamn, boy. We in here turning up,
Man. Yeah, that's a head bobber for sure. Get your noggin rocking.
Yeah, no, I definitely like that one. Can you tell us a little bit about like that song? And how you made it?
Absolutely. So, you know, I was low key watching what was it, Narcos? They kind of go through Pablo Escobar's life and everything. And, you know, whenever they talk about, you know, America and everything, like, and the whole war on drugs and everything, and we won't go too deep in all that, but the crazy part about it is Pablo Escobar is known for what he's known for, but Forbes, he had a Forbes cover. That's crazy to me. So when I was just reading it and everything, just looking at his Forbes cover, I was inspired, and that's whenever I made the song and just punching in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's quite the figure.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know if you could say, you know, I would say the best example you could say probably is like a Robin Hood in a way, but I wouldn't say there's too much positivity behind it. But again, I think seeing him on that Forbes list was what was definitely inspired me to make that jam. And yeah, I went forward with that and just process of just punching in and being the energy behind it and just seeing like, you know, how could I flip this bar? And what could I do to advance this line? And how can I make my audience think? It's kind of like my intent behind that. I want people to, you know, go into my bars and be like, oh, that was funny, or that was funny. It made me chuckle, but that was actually hard too. Like, oh, wow. You know, that was actually interesting, like, you know, to think about. So I want people to not just like listen to dumb lyrics, in another way to say it.
Yeah, and I feel like comedy is like a big thing that's like missing in like music sometimes. Like I like a good bar where it's just like, okay, that was funny.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You know, the ran into the mail truck, the pack went flying. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, just things like, you know, just off the handle stuff that if it did happen in real life, it would just be funny, or like some cartoonish stuff, you know, just funny stuff. But when you think about it, it could be real too.
Yeah. Reality can be absurd.
Two things can be true at once, multiple, you know, all that stuff.
All that. Well, speaking of Pablo and the Forbes list, we also had "I'ma Be the Richest," which, man, those horns and like everything, it just sounded like a 2007 like turn-up anthem. Can you tell us a little bit about that one? Yeah,
so my big brothers, you know, Ziggy 5 right here with me. T-Sav couldn't be here, but you know, shout out big bro.
Shout out bro.
So, you know, they, you know, back in the day, we would be listening to people like what? Young Nation, all type, Speaker Knockers, all these artists, Chief Keef, these artists that had, you know, producers that would use experimental, you know, beats, 808s, horns, toots, whatever you want to call it, to where the beat would just be addictive. Like sometimes I would love to, like, I would fall in love with beats. I still do to this day. Like I would listen to a song and I might love the lyrics, but like I literally will break down that beat in my head, like, oh, that's that instrument, oh, that's that, oh, that's that, and that. How did they make that? And I like to go into those things and research it. So I almost, you know, try to get into a little producing myself. And, you know, whenever I do most of my songs that aren't in studio, when I do it by myself in my studio, I do everything but make the beat. So
yeah, and making the beat can be like really difficult. I know some artists like have been like dabbling in it, and sometimes it seems really like unapproachable, but like if you have the motivation, it's possible.
Absolutely. If you want to learn something, you got to dig deep, and you know you can do it. And you never know what you might fall in love with.
Yeah, and I think all of those artists you mentioned, like Chief Keef was really young when he's like hit the scene, and like I remember like
16,
when, like,
17. Man.
Yeah. And like when like Back from the Dead like dropped, like that was such like a game changer. Like I remember listening to that and being like, man, this is scary.
So yeah, you already know, like that right there is, you know, I think the whole world can relate, but like that just was a different way for us, especially like being a city that's like still in the Midwest, but it's probably overlooked due to the bigger cities to the east and the west of us, you know, but like just a certain influence, you know. Ziggy actually had dreads before Chief Keef, but people would be like, it's crazy, his dreads was long dreads, and they would be like, oh, you got dreads because Chief Keef. That's just how strong Sosa's influence was at the time, you know, but it wasn't no knock to, you know, knock or none, but you know, that would just be stuff that we would look up to, you know, we knew them songs word for word, so you know.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's funny, like, as time passes, listening to, like, people's, like, influences and stuff like that, because, like, sometimes I get on here and it's just, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I've just been listening to, like, metal in my car.
Yeah.
Lately.
What metal?
Like, I've been listening to this band called Nite, N-I-T-E, and, like, they do, like, it's, like, old school heavy metal, but, like, really nasty. It's
okay,
really,
nice.
Really cool, but,
I have to check them out.
Yeah, it's like I listen to like all sorts of things, and like I bring all that to like my art. So like, what other like stuff do you like listening to as well?
Man, we kind of grew up on all types of genres, which is shout out to folks, because I think like you don't box something in where you just listen to one genre, then you can really experience music. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes like you'll hear a song if you never heard. I mean, I think people box music in so crazily because it's like, oh, that's this type of people, that's this demographic of people's music. That's so wrong. Like music is for everybody. The artist that made that song it wants to reach so many different people with that music. You know, so whenever you listen to different music, it can be appreciated by different people, and that could also just. So for me personally, like I would say just off the cuff, reggae, rap, R&B, 90s R&B, early 2000s, you know, the good stuff like the T-Pain era. Man, so many different music influences my music for sure. But like my playlist is crazy. I could go from the Isley Brothers to some tunes from 2025. You know what I mean? I could go from you know some Jonas Brothers to some trap stuff. You know, like it doesn't really matter for me because I think like music speaks to me in a different way. Like if that song bangs to you, why would you? I don't think you should really too much care about what somebody else. There's memes about that on social media where they're like, "Oh, you gotta turn this song down whenever you're around the boroughs or whatever." Like, no, bro, just jam out, bro. You like that song.
I've grown like less like. I just don't care about that stuff anymore. It's just like I'll listen to whatever, and it's fun. I like good music, like,
absolutely.
And I feel like that comes across in like people whenever they do like start creating stuff where it's like, oh, you can tell like this person really likes music, like,
absolutely.
And I feel like I get that vibe from like all the stuff that you've sent me, definitely.
Man.
So, yeah. I think we need to probably play Intent before.
Oh yeah, we definitely got to play Intent, man.
I didn't know Ziggy was coming. I would have asked for a few songs to play on there.
Oh yeah, man.
It's the next time. Yeah. For sure. Thank you for having us. But yeah, you got to play Intent.
No doubt,
for sure.
No doubt, we got to do that one.
I'll play it before we got to get on out of here, which we got like 10 minutes left.
Okay, absolutely. Man, I just want to say shout out Columbia, man. Everybody that's doing this music thing, doing the positivity thing, keep on doing it, man. Whatever your vision is with your music, you got to be the main thing that's keep it pushing, keep it moving. Because if the moment that you stop, it's done. You know what I mean? So you keep on pushing, you know what I'm saying? We're going to keep on city pushing. It's the Citŷpusher, Lil Poet.
Yeah, you already know it.
Yeah.
Shout out Poet, man. It's your boy Ziggy 5, man. You already know, man. We here rocking out with our boy. We here at KOPN, man. Keep tapping in, bro. We're going to keep doing. We're going to keep rocking, bro.
Absolutely.
Tap in the Poet. Tell them where to follow you one more time.
Yeah. So y'all go ahead and follow me on Instagram at punkasspoet. You know what I'm saying? Lil Poet on all platforms. Go ahead and stream. Got so much fire in the vault. It's coming, y'all. Got more visuals, more music videos on the way. So stay tuned. Lil Poet on my Twitch too, litlpoetttv. Go ahead and tune into that.
Tap in. Hey, you can find me on Instagram at Ziggy5. That's ZIGGYFYVE. TikTok at 5goated. Man, just keep on looking out, bro. We just out here trying to, make a way.
Absolutely. That's Columbia, you know what it is.
Definitely. Well, I feel like before I play Intent, I should go ahead and say that I'm not the only producer on this track. The other guy goes by Skiro, and he lives out in Philly.
Yeah,
I sent him this beat, and it was on some electronic music stuff, and he just sent it back to me, and it's just I was just whoa.
Yeah,
we did a little mix down on it, but he did the synths and all of that stuff, and it's just it's crazy.
And I remember back when you said that, and I'm like, man, 2 genius minds made this beat, and then 3 genius minds rapped on it, and you guys are about to hear it.
Yeah, the world isn't ready for this Word Around Town album, that's for sure.
I'm excited to see what you've been cooking up, man.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Big things ahead, Columbia. Let's go.
All right. We're getting out of here then. Thanks for tuning in to Word Around Town. KOPN, Columbia.
Yeah. Poet.
Ah!
Hey. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. You on the radio, bitch.
You on the radio. In the old garage, like a montage, and they oversized. She got big eyes, they can't decide if they want to hate or be mesmerized. U5. Spaces. Jumping out the Anthony Davis. Chiropractor, I really know the business. No. Honey's all in this. We get money all in this. All in this. Might use your honey all in this. What? Legit. So I need the honey when she on my dipstick. Like this. From the street toes can't slip. I drip with the zip. Blue, green. I'm rolling off of that. Rolling, geeked off milligrams. What I took's irrelevant. Chain smoke in the mansion, girl, I know the real you. What is your intention? Met your friends and they're legit, but I need, hey, hey, make my little man stand. Don't like us, let us know. On my dick battle photo. We'll take a strap or something, grab a gapper, carry hell napper. Pick one, big tell hit him grasper. Break one, the boy by hit it after. What? I'm going for like fat. Not the they're connect. They don't like the boats, we don't like the flex, but we on boats in the Aztecs. No cap. Hey, hey, what's your intent? I'll go back to hell now. Fuck.
Hey, that's love, bro.
Intent. What a way to end it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Damn.
My dog.
That was tough.
That shit cold, boy. That shit hard.
Thank you for your time, man.
That shit hard, man.
Oh yeah, we gotta get some pictures and shit.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Y'all see it. What y'all just did. Shout out Ziggy 5. Shout out BSC the DJ. Shout out KOPN. What a movie. Yeah.